So, when I was little, me and my family would always go to a certain place in the summer or in certain holiday breaks. It's a lovely place in Pennsylvania called the Poconos. Man, I love the Poconos. There was no other place like it. Well, to be fair, that was the only place we went to, but still, there was no other place like it, okay? The spot we were in was a little mountain that had cabins, campfires. There was even a park that was across a place that had a pool and an arcade place. What a combination! I remember how every day when we woke up, we'd eat breakfast and immediately go to the pool to have some fun, and by the time we were done with the pool, the only way to exit was to the arcade, and every time I left the arcade, all I could hear is all the arcade noises being arcade noises, and specifically an arcade machine that always had the intro on loop. It was a sniper machine. Yes, a sniper machine. I always loved seeing it, but I never used it, and the intro was always something like, "A sniper must be unemotional, extremely patient, and judge things correctly, not to mention excellent aim. He must finish his job with one shot. You have been selected. Go and complete your missions as a sniper for our special units." I loved it! I always begged my mom to let me play in the arcades, but it was expensive from what I heard. So what we did, and I shit you not, this is what we did. We would go to the arcade machines, pretended to play a bit, and then complain to the manager that the machines ate our coins. And the manager actually believed us and gave us coins. And I'm surprised they didn't catch us on camera because they had cameras. But I guess they were too lazy to check them because we always got away with it every time. My mother wasn't in on it though. It was only me, my brother, and my sister who did these scandalous moves. But anyways, that's not the main point of this story. This story is about the Poconos Incident. Now, what incident happened that you may ask? Let me explain. So at one point, we were getting ready to go to the Poconos. I thought I'd shake it up a bit and bring my scooter this time. Yes, I drove scooters. I was one of the hip kids. So what we'd do, we'd ride our scooters down the hills because of the fact that we were on the mountains. Do you see the problem here? The wind is ridiculous and the slope down is way too aggressive. Now I may be thinking, did we trip and fall down the hill? No, it was something else. So, along with the scooter came a football that my cousin brought in. And we were playing football and then we got bored and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to ride on my scooter and go down the hill. I was doing fine. I knew how to ride down the hill. I mastered the arts of hills. But then my cousin decided to pull a prank on me. She's like, "Hey, Izu, think fast." And I panicked because what she was going to do, she was going to throw the football at me while I was in the middle of driving down the hill on my scooter. I panicked and then drifted my scooter, which made me hit a slope, and me, along with my scooter, flew. I was literally flying and then landed on a pile of rocks, face and stomach first. I remember being in excruciating pain, screaming, crying. I'm here like, and my mom comes in like, "What the hell happened?" And she's like, "Oh my god, what'd you do? This is what happens when you want to ride down the hills." And I'm like, "No, it wasn't me. It was my cousin." I also remember my cousin saying, "Easy, you gotta stop being scared. You gotta stop panicking and everything." And I'm here thinking, are you kidding me? It is a football about to be thrown at me while I'm riding down the scooter. Of course I'm gonna get scared. It's only natural for fear to build up at me. And look what happened. I tripped down the hill and almost died. And at the time when I was little, I was just like, this is why I don't want to hang out with you. Because you're here doing all these pranks. And one of your pranks almost killed me. And you're always here wondering why I never hang out with you. It's because of these pranks. These pranks can kill me. Sorry, had to release some 10-year-old anger I had. I always wanted to say that. And if you're wondering, no, I have no grudge against her, even to this day. We're cool, there's no beef against us. It was just some funny memory I had from the Poconos 10 years ago. Nowadays, I just look at it and just laugh at it. Here's a little side note, there was another incident that happened at the Poconos, but this time it was all me. We were at the pool, and I was like, you know what, I'm a big boy, I want to go to the deep end. And I nearly drowned. But then my brother saved me. But that's the Pocono incident of 2012. Overall, I'd say that I'm never going to ride my scooter ever again because of these fears. And if I do, it's because I'm at a very flat surface and because I just want to exercise for a bit. Because I heard some tall tales that scootering is good exercise. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this little story time. This was a story time I always wanted to talk about, and I teased it before in my GameCube vlog. And this is what happened. And if you're wondering what happened after the incident, well, I had a bruised knee that turned green, and then I had a scar on my stomach that faded 7 years later. Did we go to a hospital? Surprisingly, no. We had a lot of remedies at the cabin, so much so we didn't even need a hospital for all of this. And to this day, I'm surprised. We're always stacked when it comes to health kits. But yeah, moral of the story? Don't ever ride a scooter down the hills, I guess, if you have a cousin that loves pranks. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned because the best is yet to come. Goodbye.